Welcome back to Biz Freedom Blueprint, and I can hardly believe it. Wow, we're on session number 28, and we're in our final sixth section on automation, and we're going to talk about e-commerce. And what e-commerce is the ability to create your own virtual location that you do not have to be at, but it's a store that's going to be open 24 hours a day. So all of a sudden, where you were once before limited to 8, 10, 12 hours of business a day, you're now at the ability to be open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So let's talk a little bit about e-commerce. And we're going to talk about the power of e-commerce and go through some of the important reasons why it's important. Now, did you know that 80% of small business owners agree that technology creates financial opportunities for their business? Also, 3 in 5 businesses are planning to boost their spending on email, web design, and data quality initiatives. Online sales grow between 20 to 25% per year, as well as online retailers are acquiring new customers at a 15% annual rate versus 2% for brick and mortar stores. And finally, online sales are expected to surpass $200 billion, and that's in June of 2006. I know we had numbers that were higher before, but I try to bring from a number of different sources so that you have a very accurate view of what's happening. And the whole truth is, if you don't have e-commerce enabled website or website services right now, you are missing out on a multi-billion, almost trillion-dollar industry. And the confidence in shopping online is only growing. It's not faltering. Business is just boosting, and online retailers are growing just multiples times faster than offline. So you really need to use that. Even if you only have an offline business, you really need to use that to boost what you're doing offline. So what do you need to know about e-commerce? Well, e-commerce is it is a very tricky thing, but you really and something you need to be very careful. But what you got to learn first is that if you're going to be doing e-commerce, you simply need to know the basics. Okay, you don't need. The whole key is that I know that a number of people create their own websites, but you don't need to create the websites. What you need to be able to do is not to be taken advantage of by the people that do, and to know that the tech people are not marketers, are not business owners, they're tech people, right? So you need to know the basics of web design. And what that means is that you need to know that that if this web designer is coming out, he's not ripping you off, that he's actually putting stuff into place that's going to work for you and not hinder your business. You need to know about copywriters, because we were talking about being online. Content is key. The message that you put out there, once you put out there, is static. It stays there. People read it and they believe it. They believe in it. What your copy can either boost your sales or just kill everything in a split second, right? So you need to know how to create proper copy, even if you're not the copywriter, but you need to know what actually sells. And there are a lot of great resources for learning the basics of copy that you can get online for absolutely free. Right? You also need to know the basics of search engine optimization, and SEO is a really big buzz phrase, and there are a lot of people charging a lot of money for what they say is search engine optimization. But you have to realize that SEO is not the end all be all. It's about making it easy for the search engines, or like Google and Yahoo and Microsoft Network, to be able to find your website and be able to classify it and put it in a good specific order. But it's not the only thing that you should be doing with your website. You need to be able to market to your customers. And a search engine optimized site is not guaranteed to get you what you want for your business. So you got to learn the basics of SEO or search engine optimization to be able to make sure that you're not taken advantage of. Right? You need to know about a merchant account, just like you're taking your credit cards in your location. It's not the same as taking it online. So be able to learn what merchant accounts that you need and make sure that that you find the right people that aren't going to charge you a whole lot of setup fees and are going to be able to give you the best service and actually be online and interactive and effective for you. You also need to know about what a shopping cart is. And a shopping cart is more than just the ability to be able to put a product on your site and be able to come in and have people purchase it and send and collect the money and send you the message. You need to be able to know some of the basics as to how to have a shopping cart with affiliate programs, what to look for in autoresponder programs, making sure that everything is enabled to work with your website design, with your operating systems, and to make sure it works for you. And finally, we need to talk about PayPal. PayPal is actually owned by eBay, but it's a payment service that is, if you're going to do anything with eBay, most people use PayPal. Yeah, if you're not doing anything with eBay, most people don't use PayPal, but you do want to make sure you have that option available to you. They also will allow you as a merchant to be able to collect credit cards, so they can be your merchant account, and they'll also allow you to be able to set up recurring payments, which is very important as well. It's a very trusted service, so you need to learn a bit about that. So what you need to know about e-commerce is make sure that you know the basics. You don't have to do anything. We talked a little bit about finding virtual help, as well as how to automate your important systems with it. So make sure that you're not taking advantage of. Regularly learn about e-commerce and about what to do with that, and you're going to be able to find that by becoming and remaining a member of bizfreedomblueprint.com. It's not the only thing we're going to focus on, but stay tuned and keep in touch, and we'll keep bringing the information to you. Now this is the end of this section, or this session, sorry. And for more information on this topic, do order your advanced DVDs at bizfreedomblueprint.com. They are not overly priced. They're very affordable, and you're going to get, if you don't get 10 times the value that you feel out of the advanced course, then we don't want to keep your money. We want you to send that information back, keep the bonuses, and have your money refunded. It doesn't matter how long you've had them. If you don't feel it's worth it at any time, we'd rather still be friends. So get that information back to us. Please leave all your comments. That's our guarantee. We do guarantee your success. So pick them up right now, and in the advanced section that you're going of this session, you're going to find that it's going to include how not to be taken advantage of by webmasters and tech marketers. We've covered some of the stuff right now, but we're going to dig deep into detail and make sure that you know what you need to know, so that the next web person or tech marketer comes in and approaches you, you are not going to be fooled and be taken advantage of. You're going to protect that revenue. So I look forward to seeing you in the next few days, and have a great evening.